Hello KonnectzIT family, welcome to KonnectzIT training videos. Today in this video I'll be showing you how you can actually integrate between Kajabi with the Sertifier app. Sertifier is a certificate generation app. So we got a use case request from our one of our users. So the use case goes like this. So I'll be demonstrating the use case. So it just says like you would like to students to enter their name into a form, that is Kajabi form. Then I have to put their name on student ID card template in Certifier, and I mean like with the current date. So basically the current date he has to get it from the KonnectzIT. So this is what the use case is. So basically getting a data from the form. So I'll be having a Kajabi form, so that looks like this. So which actually get a name and also email ID from the students. Once we are receiving a name and email ID from Kajabi form, so we will be generating a certificate inside Certifier. So that looks like this. So this is our certifier, which has a certificate with recipient name and also the issue date. So basically it asks for an like current date and also the recipient name. So we will be delivering this particular certificate for student who actually request their certificate on Kajabi. So let's do this. So before actually you creating any workflow, so we have to authorize Certifier, as Kajabi is a webhook enabled app, so you don't need to authorize Kajabi, but Certifier you have to authorize it. So search for Certifier app inside KonnectzIT. So once click on that Certifier and click on add account. So you have to provide the secret key inside KonnectzIT to authorize Certifier account inside KonnectzIT. So now let's go to Certifier and get that secret key. It will be available on the settings and the API and integration tab. So this is a secret key. Just copy that and go to KonnectzIT and paste the same and click on S and continue. So this will going to authorize the app inside KonnectzIT. So I already did that, so I am not clicking on S and continue. So now once you authorize these apps, so now I will go to create my workflow directly using create connect. So we are now with KonnectzIT playground, that is our canvas. So now we will name our connects as Kajabi forms to Certifier. So now let's search for Kajabi forms, as we are receiving data from Kajabi. So we are actually drag and drop Kajabi app and select the trigger. So we have to get a trigger, that is this is our initial form. Whenever somebody submit the form on Kajabi, so I'm going to take that particular form as my trigger and copy the webhook URL. So make sure you copy, click on copy webhook URL, and webhook instructions will be available here. You have to follow the instructions. So this will be different for different triggers. So for inside Kajabi, so for new purchase, this is the steps you have to follow to place your webhook URL. And for new form submission, so this is the steps you have to follow. So go to marketing and forms. So I'll go to Kajabi and click on marketing and then click on forms as per the instructions provided inside KonnectzIT, and then I'll be clicking on the respective form. So you have to make sure you click on edit the respective form, and in more actions, so you will find the webhook option. So click on that and place your copied webhook URL from KonnectzIT and click on save. That's it. So this is how you place KonnectzIT webhook inside Kajabi. So now let's go ahead and save. It's already been saved, and we have to make sure we have to click on capture response, so that KonnectzIT, this will enable KonnectzIT to capture the response from Kajabi. So I will click on capture response and also goes to Kajabi, and make sure, so if it is a double opt-in form, so then your email ID has to be confirmed by the user. Till that particular time you will not receive the data. So if it is a single opt-in form, so then directly whenever user enters the email ID, you will receive the data. So make sure if it is a double opt-in form, that user has to click on approve from his account, so that is from his email. So now I'm just using the single opt-in. So now let's go to my form. So when I click on preview, so this will redirect me for Kajabi form, so the same form basically, and I will just enter my name and also my email ID and click on subscribe. So this will basically send data from Kajabi to KonnectzIT. So now let's go to KonnectzIT. Yes, we received the data. Yes, you can see this, guys. So we got the data. So when you click on payload, so it will give you the options, that is the name and the email ID of the student basically. So now we receive the data from Kajabi. So now we have to generate the certificate basically. So now let's drag and drop certifier, search for certifier. So here what I'm doing is I'm just creating a delivery from my end, and also I'll be sending the delivery, adding the recipient to the delivery. So now let's go to certifier, and certifier actually gives us option to do all this action inside KonnectzIT. So now what I'm doing is I'm just adding a delivery. So basically that is my first point. So I will create a delivery and select the language as English and select my design. So I just choose my design and also the detail. So that is my student ID, and also I will choose the email template. So basically all things you have to make it available, and you can have an option to select all those options. And here you will be having a mail subject, so I'll be just naming it as KonnectzIT certificate. Okay, KonnectzIT. Give the title or give the title from here. So mail body will be given by the email template. So I'll just click on test and review. You can leave the mail address, and you can also add the mail address as well. So once you've done that, so you will get the delivery ID, which is important for the further steps. So make sure you click on plus attributes and select this delivery ID. So we received a new delivery ID for this particular event. And now let's go to certifier again. So we have to choose the same app, and we have to add the app. So basically now in this step I just created a delivery. So now what I'm doing is I'm just adding a add recipient to delivery. So this is how certifier actually gives. So you have to choose these steps, and I'm just choosing it as false. Make sure you do that. And we got received a delivery ID from the created in the previous step. So just connect the delivery ID, recipient name. So I'm just giving the name from the form which we are receiving, and also we have the recipient email. So I just add that, and here is the point. So here is where it asks for an issue date, and here what we required is, so we are there is an inbuilt variables inside KonnectzIT to add the time zone and also the date inside KonnectzIT. So what you have to use is very simple. Just use the @ symbol and then type this in uppercase, that is KNZT underscore date, all in uppercase, and then you just type as current. So this will going to give you the current date in this particular format, that is year, month and date. So everything we have now, and now I will click on test and review. So this will basically add a recipient to the delivery. Yes, we got it successfully added. So which with the delivery ID, so we will just select the delivery ID. So that is the output. So now we added a recipient to the delivery. So the next step is to send the delivery. So now let's do the same thing. So just drag and drop Sertifier app and select the action as send delivery. So this will ask for delivery ID, which we received, already got it from adding a recipient. So now just hit on test and review. So this will going to send an email to our particular user, that is recipient, with the certificate details. So that's it. So this is how you can actually build the use case. So basically we are receiving a data, recipient email ID and the name over here from Kajabi forms, and then make creating a delivery inside Certifier and adding the recipients and sending them all this process. So now I will go ahead and publish my connect. So this is how we received an email. So the email what we received looks like this, that it says KonnectzIT certificate. This is something we had given from our app, and it says the name, that is from KonnectzIT demo school. As we didn't specify any email, so it is sending it from certifier.com, and we will be having the certificate. So it actually gives the value which we had sent, that is two things. So one is the certifier recipient name, that is the name which we received from Kajabi forms, and also the current date which KonnectzIT inbuilt variable is giving. So you can see that is the current date which will be available over here. So now let's go ahead and go to KonnectzIT, and this is how our connects look like. So now let's go ahead and fill the form again. So basically let us test the connect. So this time I will change the name to John Doe. Let me use the same email ID. I'll just click on subscribe. So basically this time what I'm doing is, so just changing the name of my thing, and I'm using Kajabi forms. So as per our connects, so this is how our connects look like. So any new lead from Kajabi form, basically it takes and create a delivery with this particular mail subject, that is KonnectzIT certificate, and email is from KonnectzIT demo school, and it adds an to a recipient, it adds a current date and the name which we received from Kajabi form, and also the email ID, and it will send an email. So now let's go to the particular email and let's refresh our page. Yes, you can see this, guys. So we just received an email, so which basically with this is the new email. Let us open it in browser. So I think I've just opened the same email, so let's open this. Yes, you can see this. So the name has been changed and it is been given the current date as the date. Hope you guys like this use case. So basically you can deliver certificates using Certifier, and for any lead generation form you can use any form. So in this case I use Kajabi form. Hope you guys like this integration. If you have any questions on this particular integration, do drop me on the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Have a great day.